Welcome to November. It kind of snuck up on us, but we've had a busy couple of weeks. Halloween, elections, whew. But we're back. Um, and not only are we back, but we're back for video 100. Can you believe it? So I thought that I would take us back to our roots. Many of us have been doing yoga together for many years, 6, 7, I just lost track. But what we used to do before COVID was work with balls and straps. And we've done a little bit with the balls and the straps, but today we're going to go right back to where we started and really focus on the work that we've done with the balls especially. So, if you have your ball or a pillow, put it on the back of your chair and let's sit down into our yoga seats. And do you remember as we worked with the balls, we would sit in our yoga seats and roll the balls, really push back into the ball and roll the ball across our back, either our lower back or mid back, wherever it needed to be. And then we would settle into our seats. The ball really helps, especially areas that are tight or tense, to relax once you start that gentle pressure. So let's close our eyes and connect breath and body, bringing our attention inward, noticing how we feel as we begin our practice today. So as we begin, let's do a few ear to shoulder and follow your breath as you inhale up through center and exhale to the other side. And one more like this to each side. Now let's turn our heads like we were backing our car out of a parking space. And again, following the rhythm of your breath, inhaling back to center and exhaling to the other side. And let's do this one more time to each side. And as your head comes back to that nice tall center space, then gently relax your arms down by your sides. And let's bring our shoulders forward, stretching between the shoulder blades, roll our shoulders up to our ears and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then bring the shoulders to the back body and squeeze your shoulder blades together and round your shoulders down. And let's reverse direction. So squeeze your shoulder blades together at the bottom of the circle and bring your shoulders all the way up. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze, squeeze. And relax your shoulders down the front. And then let's inhale up and exhale down. And let's inhale up the front, stretch to the ceiling, nice and tall, and then twist to the right, open your arms to November, to this new day, to the sunshine outside. And then breathe yourself back up to center, leaning on your ball, arch your back, open your heart center to this day. And then once again, breathe yourself straight up, straight, stretch toward the ceiling, and then twist to the left. And one more time, open your arms to this new day. And then breathe yourself all the way up, stretch tall, and then relax your arms down. And let's push off of our ball, and let's take our balls. Now if you have a pillow, you can do it with a pillow too. We're going to do some work for our chest, our upper back, and our arms. So we're going to place the ball right between flat palms, right here. And our elbows come out. And we're just going to squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Squeeze and hold. Nice. Now we're going to move the ball around. So let's release. Take a breath. And now squeeze the ball with your flat palms. We're going to turn our fingertips so they face forward. We're going to push out, keeping that ball nice and tight, and bring it back. Push up. Feel your core engaged. Now bend your elbows. Ball goes behind your head. You might feel a nice little stretch in your triceps. And bring the ball up and back down. Let's do that 2 more times. So stretch forward, bring it back, keep that ball nice and tight between your flat palms. Stretch up, bend your elbows, keep your breathing nice and deep. Bring the ball up and bring it back. Last time. Let's go forward. Can you feel a little stretch between your shoulder blades? And bring it back. Let's push it up and bend our elbows. And then stretch it up and bring it back. Now let's put the ball between our knees and squeeze and hold it. And while we're squeezing and holding our balls between our knees, let's take our right arm across the chest, give it a little stretch here, and then release the right arm, bring it up, Bend the elbows so your hand falls between your shoulder blade or touches your spine. And then take your left hand, pull it over. Try to hold underneath the elbow if you can. Little stretch here. Keeping that ball nice and tight between your knees. Notice where you feel the work there. And then let's release our arms and do the same thing on the left side. So bring the left arm over. Nice stretch here. And then relax the left arm and bring it up and over. And then take the right arm and a little stretch here. Pull with that right hand. And then let's release. Now, we still have the ball nice and tight between our knees. Where do you feel the work being done? And if your legs are getting a little tired, release a little bit of the hold on the ball. And if they're not, and you want to challenge yourself, keep that ball nice and tight between your knees as we do a nice spinal twist. So, let's place our right hand on the outside of the left thigh. The left arm comes to the back of the chair. Nice tall back here. Let's take a nice deep breath. And as you release the breath, turn and look over your left shoulder. And then let's breathe ourselves back to center, placing the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Placing your right hand on the back of the chair. Remember, if your legs start to get really tired, squeezing the ball, release a little bit, and then if you want to go back, you can. So place your left hand on the outside of the right thigh. The right arm comes to the back of the chair. Nice tall back here. Let's take a nice deep breath here. And as you release the breath, turn and look over your right shoulder. And then breathing yourself back to center. Let's take our balls and let's just march our legs out a little bit. Give them a little rest after holding that ball nice and tight. And let's come to stillness. Feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Now, we used to do some nice big circles, and now we do them without the ball. But having the ball helps us kind of maintain a connection between breath, body, and movement. So let's do some of those nice circles for our core. So we're going to sit nice and tall, and we're going to twist to the right. We're going to push the ball out and make a big circle right around, all the way. And 2 more times like this. So twist to the right, push the ball out and around and back. 1 more. Twist to the right, push out and around and back. And then let's go to the other direction. So let's twist to the left. Push the ball out and come all the way around. And back 2 more times. Twist to the left, push the ball out and all the way around. And back. 1 more time. Twist to the left, push the ball out and all the way around. And back to center. So now we're going to stretch the left leg out and flex the foot up. Now, and put the ball right at the top of our thigh. When we do this movement, hold the big toe pose now, we let our hands slide down our leg. So now we're just going to roll the ball down our leg. And wherever it stops, really stretch here in a modified hold the big toe pose. And then let's roll the ball back up and bring the left leg back and stretch the right leg out. Flex the right foot up, put the ball at the top of the thigh and roll it all the way down. And breathe into the stretch right here. And let's roll the ball back up and bring the right leg back. So, changing the positioning of your feet. Heels facing, knees and toes go out to the side. We're going to push the ball all the way up overhead. And again, the ball helps us stay focused. All right, so you can look at the ball and keep your breathing nice and deep. The ball, you can feel it in your hands, and it helps you stay connected with the body and the breath. So let's lean to the right for full crescent moon with the ball. And then breathe yourself all the way up to center and lean to the left, full crescent moon. And then breathe yourself all the way up. Now stretch, stretch up, up, up. Stretch up, out, nice flat back. Come all the way down. And placing your ball on the floor, roll it forward just a little bit. So you're leaning into this stretch. Your fingertips are on the ball, so you're stretching between your shoulder blades, lengthening your back. Do you feel a stretch in your inner thighs? Keep your breathing nice and deep here. Now, put your ball between your fingertips and stretch the ball straight out. Engage your core. Your core is going to bring you all the way up. Stretch nice and tall. Stretch, stretch, up, 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 out, and all the way down. And again, coming down nice and slow. Let your core do the work. Now let your ball gently touch the floor and then stretch out and up. Now stretch up, out, and all the way down. Ball gently hits the floor, stretch out and up, really working your core. One more time like this, stretch up, out, and down. And then stretch out and up. And then bring your ball down the front of your body to your solar plexus. Now, if you haven't moved toward the edge of your seat, please do. Let's start by stretching our ball out forward and lean back, but no resting on the back of the chair. Lean back, feel your core engaged, so your core is holding you up, not your shoulders, chest, neck, or head. Now lift your left knee and down. Right knee and down. Lift up left and down. Lift up right and down. Lift up left. Where do you feel this? Down. Lift up right and down. Lift up left and down. Lift up right and down. One more. Lift up left and down. Lift up right and down. And then come to a nice tall seat and place the ball between your knees and squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold. That's so nice, squeeze and hold. And let's take a nice transition breath here. And then let's release the ball. And taking it in our hands and changing the position of your feet to hip width apart, we're going to breathe ourselves up to standing with the ball. So, sitting nice and tall. Make sure your feet are firmly placed on the floor. You can push through the bottom of your feet so you can really feel the floor. Now we're going to hinge at the hips, coming all the way down. Nice flat back. Ball hits the floor. Stretch the ball out, and as the ball comes up, so do you. Whoops, hit the light. So standing in tall mountain with the ball way up high, knees soft, back relaxed. Let's lean to the right and lean to the left. And lean to the right and lean to the left. One more. Lean to the right and lean to the left. So you know that movement that we did where we pushed up, out, and down from the seat? We're going to do it in standing. So push up, out, hinging from the hips, nice soft knees. Come all the way down or as far down as you're able. Your ball slowly touches the floor and then stretch out. Engage your core, come all the way up. Whoa. And then push up, out, and all the way down. Nice and slow, let your core do the work. Keep your breathing nice and deep. And the ball slightly touches the ground and then stretch out and all the way up. Two more times, stretch up, out, and all the way down. The ball slightly touches the floor and then stretch out and all the way up. And push up, out, and down. We're almost there. And then stretch out and all the way up. And once again, a little stretch to the right and stretch to the left. Stretch to the right and stretch to the left. One more. Stretch to the right, stretch to the left. Let's bring our balls all the way down to our solar plexus. Knees are soft, back is relaxed. And let's twist to the right and to the left. And 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 coming back to center. And we're going to take our balls around the world. So, push up, up, up. We've done this before. Let's come over to the right. And remember, twist your body so You can come all the way down and then come up the left side. One more time on the right side. So come all the way around and down to the floor and around and up. Stretch here. Let's go the other direction. So to the left and around and come up the right side and up. One more time. To the left and down and around and up the right side. And then let's bring our balls right to the center, right here. Let's take a nice transition breath. And let's place our balls on the back of the chair. And standing right in front of your chair, let's inhale up and exhale into a nice wide stance. We're going to do a little warrior two to the right. Bend the right knee, looking over the right fingertips, keeping your breathing nice and deep. Warrior two. And then softening your right leg, pointing your right toes to the front. Point your left toes off to the left. Bending your left knee, looking over your left fingertips. Warrior two to the left. And then soften your left knee. Point your left toes forward. Relax your arms down by your sides. And walk your feet in a little bit wider than chair width apart. And make sure that you're right behind, or right in front of, your chair is right behind you. Because we're going to come into goddess pose, and then we're going to come into sitting goddess. So let's come into goddess pose right here. And adjust your feet if you need to. Nice tall goddess pose. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe up. And then as we release the breath, we're going to slowly come down into seated goddess right here. Bring your feet to the front, hands in your lap, sitting nice and tall. The ball's behind you, you might feel it. Let's roll our shoulders up to our ears and squeeze. And bringing our shoulders together in the back, relax them down the back body. And bring our shoulders up the back and squeeze. And relax your shoulders down the front. So let's cozy up into our seats and once again settle in with the ball. We kind of to wiggle in with the ball. That ball is placed right where we need it to be. Hands gently in our laps. I guess I'll probably have to do a couple of videos with the balls and with the straps because I do short videos as opposed to our 1-hour classes. So this might be a little focus for the next few weeks. So let's take some time. to rest here with breath and body, noticing how we feel as we end our practice today. And relaxing your arms down by your sides. Let's inhale up and exhale down. And let's inhale up the front, bringing our palms together in prayer pose and letting them slowly make their way down to our heart center. Let's take one more nice deep breath here. And I wish you all a wonderful day. I hope you all are well and keeping safe, wearing your masks and socially distancing and just enjoying every moment of every day. So, see you soon, whether in class or in video. I'm glad you're here, so have a wonderful day. Namaste.